You hate your job. Should you tell your manager and quit the job and then find the job? Review the clean coder from Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob starts with his story, how he changed how he quitted his first job. Today we'll discuss whether one should tell his manager, quit his job and then find his job. So I will first go through Uncle Bob's advice, which is definitely you should not do that. You should find a job and then quit the job. And then recently I changed my job. I will share my own experience, my stories also. So what happened, Uncle Bob? He started his first job. He was 19 years old. He had no degree. So he did work very hard. He thought they produced a system which was awesome. But Uncle Bob was given a raise. Uncle Bob was not happy with his raise. So what Uncle Bob did is he went with another programmer, went to manager office, gave their resignation. And once they gave the resignation, he came to home and he realized he doesn't have a job. So he started looking around for a job. He had only little experience, no degree. He was finding very hard to find a new job. He tried some small jobs which didn't work out for him. And one day he was watching TV. His mom came and mom told him, "You did a mistake." And he said yes. He agreed. It was wrong to resign from a job without in a anger, on bad terms, and taking another fellow for resignation. So her mother told him to call his boss back and request the job. Uncle Bob took the bitter pill. He swallowed his pride and he called his boss and say, "I want the job." His boss was nice. He took him, and Uncle Bob learned his first lesson, that you have to have good relationship. So Uncle Bob worked hard, got nice promotions, nice raise, and after some time he left the company for a better job, and he left on a very, very good terms. So a lot of time we get bored while working, and there could be other reasons. The first thing comes to your mind, since we have not searched for a job for a long time, first thing comes to the mind is, okay, we need to quit the job. We think finding a job is full-time job by itself. We overthink a lot of things. Oh, we're gonna get some 100 interviews, 100 people gonna call. We have to read stuff. We have to update resume. So we have to be home all the time. So recently I was fed up with the job. This is first thought came to my mind. Okay, I'll tell my manager I am bored, I'm resigning, and give the resignation letter. Then I decided against that. I have mortgage to pay. I have a lot of commitments. So first thing I took some professional help for the resume. So it's okay if you have not searched for a job, it may be hard for you to prepare the resume. One option is get some professional help if you don't mind paying some money, that's okay. Or prepare something. And then what happened, I applied for one job, and I went with the recruiter about my resume. Since I was wearing multiple caps, she gave me nice tip that she gave me very good tips about my resume, how to prepare resume. I need to prepare multiple resume focused on my multiple jobs, so I can apply for a particular job, and my resume highlights my work strengths related to that job position. So she helped me to organize my resume. And then I searched for what are the sites. Means 10 years back, different sites were there. Now different sites are popular. So I did some research which are the job site is popular, and I did find the most popular from job using the most popular. The one thing is like it filter, it's very nice, it filtered out unnecessary calls. I got most of the calls which were related to my experience, strength. Some calls I got was like out of state, where you could say I'm which I wish you wish you should not get, but that's okay. So that's finally I got the means couple of interviews. The people who were interviewing me, they were really nice. They like I have .NET skill, so they understand you are there's some portion you may not be working recently, so they ask you to explain what's your relevant experiences. And if you can show the depth of relevant experience, like in .NET, I have not used multi-threading recently, but I could show I have done on the memory issues. I could show my work related to memory issues, and interview went very, very nice. They accepted the fact that some of the skills area you may not have worked recently, and some of the technologies that's also people understand has been new in the market. You may not have in-depth experience to that, but if your core skills are good, your concepts are clear, and most of the time when if you have a real experience, I understand you think you need to brush up, and that's fine. First thing, brush up would not take that time, and second thing is when you give interview, your experience come forth. You explain you had some how you handle this particular situation in your experience, so people can figure out whether you have experience. So to summarize, another thing is before I go to summary, another thing is the confidence level. If you have a job, your confidence level is at different level. You are very confident, and that's what people are looking in you, the confidence. And one more thing is like if you resign, you may take any job. If you have a job on hand, you can there are some jobs you don't want to do it, and which is not appropriate, you are not interested in those jobs, so you can reject since you have a job still at hand. To summarize, I agree with Uncle Bob. It's a bad idea to resign and then look for a job. Always leave on good terms, leave for better job. And thanks for watching this video. My name is Vikas Kearney. I have more than 20 years experience in IT industry. I am TOGAF certified architect. Do subscribe to my channel for your regular updates.